Hello, this is me. I'm back. And the title of this video is Enough is Enough. And yes, I know I misspelled enough. I did it for a reason. Now, excuse me. Why did I make this video? Well, I'm tired of people. I'm hearing a lot of chatter in the YouTube community about Nintendo in regards to how many units they've sold, blah 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 blah. How many units they sold? They aren't selling enough units. First of all, it's a moot point. They aren't selling as many units as they would like. They're selling plenty of software. Second of all, I'm hearing a lot of people compare Nintendo to Microsoft. You know, well, Nintendo needs to do a drastic price cut. No, they don't. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why Microsoft selling all those units is not good news. At least not in the way you think after the cut. Okay, then, let's get down to it. Here's the issue, okay? I'm hearing people in the YouTube community say, well, Nintendo needs to do a drastic price cut so then they can generate sales. Here's the problem, okay? Right now, the Wii U is profitable for Nintendo, i.e. they aren't taking a huge loss with every unit sold, okay? As a matter of fact, I think if it's not breaking even, if it's not making them a little bit of profit, it's breaking even. Okay, and they're selling a ton of software. Okay, and their software is going to sell for years and years and years after the fact. Okay, meaning that, you know, I'm pretty sure Smash Brothers. I'm pretty sure that when Smash Brothers for the 3DS released, they made all the money for that game. All the money, they, like, within the first million or so, they made all the money, units sold, they made their money back for making both the 3DS and Wii U versions of that game, probably. Because Nintendo uses small teams and they contract a lot of stuff out, which is actually pretty damn smart. But that's aside from the point. I'm hearing people say, well, they need to do a drastic price cut like Microsoft. It's working so well for Microsoft. Is it? They're selling units, but let's break this down, okay? Basic mathematics. The Xbox One, when it was priced at $499, was losing Microsoft money, which they plan to make up with ad revenue by selling your e-data to advertisement agencies and product manufacturers in order to tailor commercials via your Xbox. I forget the name of the Xbox OS system when you go to it. Through that system, tailor-made commercials to you, looking at your data, kind of like how the internet does it with cookies and shit like that. That's how they were going to make their money back. Okay. Microsoft knew they were going to take a loss right off the bat. Then when the DRM shit came out, they were like, oh shit, they had to drop that shit, and the Kinect and the price and everything. They dropped the Kinect and they dropped the price by 100 to $399. So basically, let's say it takes $550 to produce an Xbox One for Microsoft. It could be less, could be more. I'm just ballpark estimate. $550. They just said, well, fuck it. We're going to be even $100 more in the hole. Okay, that's pretty damn stupid, but wait, let's continue, okay? So then, from Black Friday to January 13th or 3rd or something like that, it's going to be another $50 off. So they've gotten all these sales, but they're losing like $200. But wait, there's more. They also, because every Xbox One has a Blu-ray drive in it, they're giving $20 to $30. Let's split the difference. $25 to Sony. So basically, for every unit sold, before Microsoft sees a dime, that's $225 lifted out of that unit, given, just thrown away. Okay? So yeah, they're selling a lot of units and losing a ton of fucking money while doing it. And to add insult to injury, on top of all of that shit, they're money-hatting exclusives from companies like Ubisoft, getting broken, glitchy-ass games put on their system. And let's see, what else? What else are they doing? Oh! How could I forget? Okay. And let's not forget their first-party games aren't doing too well either. So, yeah. Xbox One's doing fine. That's a good idea. That's great. That's great business sense. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It would be the equivalent of me saying, okay, I have a product, okay? Let's say, well, I'll give you a real-world example. One of my big sellers at my establishment is the Buffalo Wing beer combo, okay? You get a plate of Buffalo Wings and a beer. And, like, if you come during happy hour, you get both. Like, a thing of, like, I think 5 or 6 Buffalo Wings and a beer, a big-ass frosted mug of beer for, like, I want to say $8. Okay? $8. Okay? So, during non-happy hour, it's more than that. During non-happy hour, it's more than that. During non-happy hour, my Buffalo Wings, for me to make them, for the people in the back, the kitchen portion to make them, they're $3, okay? Okay, which is actually relatively cheap for Buffalo Wings, because really, I mean, you know, they're $3 and you get like 8, okay? $3, 8 Buffalo Wings. Buffalo Wings are cheap, so you get 8, okay? And, you know, they're $3, okay? Now, and when you run a restaurant or anything like that, they say you should do everything times 3. So if it takes you $3 to make something, then you should charge like between $8 to $9 for the product, okay? If it takes you $10, if it takes you $5 to make a steak, you should be charging $15 for that steak. If it charges you, if it takes you $6 to make a dish, you should be charging $18 to your customers. Okay, that way everyone gets paid. Your staff gets paid, you get paid, and you also take care of your amenities. Okay. Well, that would be what Microsoft has done right now, is that in order to increase the foot traffic into their establishment for their product, they've basically slashed their prices from, they were already losing money, so let's say it was $8 to start with during not happy hour, okay, and it cost $12 for them to make, to $5. They're losing a fuck ton of money on the Xbox One right now. Their first-party hardware isn't selling as well as it should because of bad publicity. Nintendo needs to be like that? Really? Seriously? With a straight look on your face? Really? That's where you're going? Think. Use your brain. Okay? So, which brings me to Sony. Sony. Sony is bleeding money out of every orifice they can, including the PlayStation division. Because, as we remember, last financial quarter, they made $100 million profit off of the PlayStation itself. and the PlayStation division as a whole was still in the red. It was still losing money. So what does that tell you? It ain't good. It ain't good. And Sony has a penchant for waffling numbers, lying about shit, embellishing, hiding bad numbers under other stuff. So, yeah, it's probably worse than they would like to admit in public. So, no, not trusting them. No. Nintendo's doing what they need to do. The Wii U is selling more than it did last year. They had some dynamite software this year. Frankly speaking, they had some very good, highly awesome dynamite software this year, and that's good. It's very good. Okay? And that's just a fact. Dynamite software, dynamite everything, that's just how it has to be. Okay? And the only thing they can do is continue to push their software and push people to buy their hardware, because contrary to popular belief, software pushes hardware. And for you people who are waiting for a price cut, there is a price cut. You can go on Nintendo's website and purchase a white basic model for $250 and a refurbished basic model for $250. No, for $200, and a black refurbished model for $250. There's your price cut. Boom, right there. You want a price cut? There it is. So anyway, now that I've basically said my piece, I wish you guys a happy Christmas, Feliz Navidad, happy Hanukkah, which started yesterday. Happy Hanukkah. You know, happy holidays, season's greetings. Prospero años. So, yeah. Good day.